Super Pat World, it is time for some Nurket levels on Christmas Eve. Happy Christmas Eve, everybody. Hope you're having a good day / week / all of the above. How's it going out there? Finally made it to Christmas Eve. We made it, chat. We made it. My parents used to put on this record, the Oak Ridge Boys. And they had this one song, Happy Christmas Eve. That's what I always think of on Christmas Eve. What's up, Steven? Man, I should play that album. I mean, not on the stream. I mean, literally just in general. I haven't thought of that in so long. It was the Oak Ridge Boys Christmas collection. Oh, they made another one, 2019. Sorry, I know this is not a great way to start the stream, but it just instantly hit me so much nostalgia. I'm picturing the album cover. But yeah, I don't need to do this while I'm off. What's going on, Eric? Merry Christmas. What's up, Andrew? Want a turtle jump? I don't know if you're going to get one today. I'm not taking level codes today, Elvira. I'm going to be playing some Nurket levels. What's going on, Eric? What is the story, Morning Glory? Merry Christmas from Australia. Somewhere I got to get to, Sally. What's up, Jess? You got the NSYNC Christmas song. That's a good one. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. That's a good one, Steven. That is a good one. According to me. Man, I have openly praised some controversial musical choices from NSYNC to Hanson to Nickelback. But I think they're all great, to be honest. I mean, I'm not saying I think every musician ever is great, but those three are actually pretty great. Not for everybody, though. But oftentimes you hear them talked about as if they're a joke, sort of. But I'd say no. I disagree. I disagree. I do declare. Okay, so chat. Did you get that Christmas shopping done? What's up, Frank? Merry Christmas Eve, Jeff. Did you get it all done? I got my niece her first ever record. As someone who's a big record collector, I really liked the idea of getting her first album, her first record. She loves Moana. Love the sweater. Robbie, check it out. It's Buff Santa. Come on, you've got to get here now. Come on. Hey, appreciate you, Eric. Nurket, Merry Christmas, bro. You are unbelievable. Thank you so much for what's basically become a month of content. Really, really, really awesome stuff, Nurket. The famous Nurket is here. And there it is. Kiwi, we got Buff Santa and everything. What's up, Bubba? What's going on, Duck? Lee, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Okay, Fernando. Now we're really ready to start. What's up, Jason? I'm not playing level codes today, but it's nice to meet you. Sorry to let you down on Christmas Eve. It ain't right, but it's okay. I'm going to make it anyway. Okay. Let's finish setting up the stream so we can get down to business here. We're getting right down to business. Sid! Sid, there's the Turbo Man doll! Come on! All right. All right, all right, all right. Doop-dee-doop-doop. right. Looks like we're just about ready. Merry Christmas, Rare. It's rare to me. You've been waiting so long for someone to play a level? I'm so sorry about that, Jason. Do you collect world records or just play for fun? I play for fun. I collect clears. I'm most interested in getting on the clear list. See, if you go to more info, it shows you everybody who cleared. Oops, wrong button. If you go to more info cleared by, this is the clear list. See these legends, Arc, Aura? I want to be on the clear list. So that's sort of my approach to the game. I want to get on as many clear lists as possible of levels that I genuinely enjoy. That's become my focus in Mario Maker 2. The sweater is green, you're right. That's why you see right through it. Okay. Did I finish setting up? Just about. Have you hit the like button yet? Did you double tap the screen? That's a nice little Christmas gift you could get me. Give me a little like. Hit me with that like, chat. Hit me with your best shot. All right. Enough dilly-dallying. Let's get down to business. Oh, I'm so glad I got to do this stream. There are a couple things in the way, but we made it happen. All right. Air stalling needed in a few places, a.k.a. ground pound cancel, GPC, in the place to be. Bleak Falls Barrow. Straight as an arrow. I see. Actually, that was kind of a good way to do it. That actually might be what I need to do. Because if I'm on the left side of it, yeah, that's not going to work. So how did I do that? How did I get to the right side of it? Do similar things. There you go. Show it to you, Bubba. What? Okay, that was sort of it, I think. Wow. Oh, gosh, okay. Almost. What's going on, Lewis? Vacation starts now. Oh, well, vacation starts now. Oh, gosh. Okay. Huh? I don't have a jump after this. Or maybe that's where the stalling comes in. What's up, Sean? Merry Christmas. What's up, Dave? Merry Christmas. Oops. Maybe I'm starting the level too soon. Like, maybe it's better if I wait a quick beat, like now go. Oh, that actually did help. Now it's like this. Yeah, buddy, I'm getting it. Okay. We're putting it together. We're getting it, Bubba. Like that? Okay. I think we're getting there. What's up, Nathaniel? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in all the way from Hong Kong. Thanks for the Rose Lewis. There we go. I'm getting the vibe. Oh my gosh.
Oh, no.
Progress. 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 There we go. We're putting it together now. We're getting the vibe. We're catching the vibe. Ah! Okay, that wall is to block me. I see. You know what's helping? Is I'm just doing a slightly bigger jump initially. And that is making a big difference. Stream couldn't have been better. Just got back. Took Ben to surgery for an appendectomy. Waiting room is dark and empty. Oh my gosh. Was it a surprise appendectomy? That's getting your appendix out, if I'm not mistaken. But I often am mistaken. And I often make mistakes. Here we go. Whoa! I need to do at least a twirl there. He was sick for a few days and thought it was a stomach bug. Oh my gosh, so unplanned. Unplanned appendectomy for Christmas. That sounds like the worst Hallmark movie of all time. I'm so sorry, Double Star Mom 35. This is not the ideal place to spend Christmas Eve. I'll definitely be sending up a prayer for him. Oh my gosh. What's going on, Midnight? Alt, I don't have the command set up anymore on Twitch. My alts are just at Super Pat World on Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. It's all at Super Pat World. Ooh. Oh no, I'm late. Late to the party. What's up, 3? Q was telling me it's correct. As a casual, it might not work for you, Bubba. That's fair. That is fair. Some altcoins. Hey, thank you for the support. Hold everything. Midnight, thanks for the support. Altcoins, like you sent me a Bitcoin? Thank you so much, Midnight.
You are amazing. Thanks for the support.
Having a good time? Say it's a good enough time for Christmas Eve. There you go, Bubba. There you go. Midnight is the GOAT. I agree. Midnight. Doing it right. I wonder if that's ever happened. I wonder if in the past, like 5 years, if any streamer has been sent a full Bitcoin. A streamer of any size. Oh. We should have to have a cash. Until the Powerball. There you go. What's that at? 1.7 million, I believe. So after taxes, you get to keep like 100,000. No, let's see. 1.7. Let's take some guesses. If you win a $1.7 million jackpot, what do you guess? What do you suppose? Hey, I did it right. What do you suppose you get to take home after taxes? State and federal. Because it is wild here in the U.S. I know there's somewhere that they don't tax you at all. It's 488 million before state taxes. Do I have the 1.7 number right? I think I'm doing that part wrong. 1.7 billion. So it's 488 million before state taxes. Does that... I'm not sure what that means. Are you saying you pay that much in taxes, or that's what's left? Because both... Here, I'm gonna... Let me just get my... And thank you, Josh. There we go. It came through on Venmo. You're unbelievable. You're unbelievable. Oh, okay. Real quick. I'm going to say, in the U.S., on a $1.7 million lottery jackpot, how much do you keep versus how much goes to state and federal taxes? Okay, Midnight's saying the cash payout takes half. What? I don't understand. The cash payout option takes half? Fed taxes hit? Okay, for a 1.7 million lottery jackpot in the U.S. Let me scroll to the bottom so I get the final answer. Roughly 50 to 60% of the lump sum after all taxes in no state tax states. Okay, then there's the annuity option. You receive the full 1.7 million over 30 years, averaging $57,000 a year before taxes. Man, I was really hoping for just some very simple numbers, but I guess that's not what I'm going to get. Lottery winnings count is... Okay, I'm already sick of it. Okay, well, I hope you win. What's up, Vu? It's 1.7 billion if you take the payout over 20. Well, according to that, it's 30, but I have no idea. It got annoying quickly with all these. This is what I really wanted. I wanted it to spit out. Well, no, let's leave it alone. What I wanted it to say is amount of money you take home, this number. Amount of money that goes to state taxes, this number. The amount of money that goes to federal taxes, this number. That's what I wanted to get. Did not want 5 paragraphs about it. But part of why there's so many paragraphs is there's so many variables. You can take the lump sum like Josh has talked about. You can take the annuity, and that's going to change how it's taxed. And depending on what state you're in is going to also affect whether or not state taxes are even involved. So I understand. I do understand the complexity involved. I just don't like it. I don't like it! But nobody cares. Maybe it's one of these situations. Yeah, buddy, that's much better. How you like me now, chat? You see that? Oh! What do you know about that? What you know about that? Okay, later, Bubba. 1.7 million payout. Yeah, we're talking about the Powerball. Oh, my favorite viral video is the Powerball kid, though. Apparently. And then we watched the Powerball. Thank you, Andrew. Midnight. Double star. What's up, Blue Man? Happy Christmas Eve to you. Thanks, Dave. What's going on? Alex, Merry Christmas to you. Thanks, Susie, George, and Eric. Thank you, Jess. Thanks, Frank and Lee. That was great. Thanks, Fernando. No, I'm not going to start anything with less than a... I'll make 0.25 my line. Well, you know, but I'll still go for this one. George with 200 stars. Thank you, George. You are the superstar leader. The star drop is for you. Look at that. 10,000 attempts. Already Christmas in Saudi Arabia. There you go. Should play the Mega more often. Well, it's like you could play it for 100 lifetimes and you still wouldn't be likely to win. It's something like that. The odds of actually hitting the lottery, it's pretty bad. So I'm not saying no one should ever play, but if you already play, should you play more often? Probably not. It's just a drop in the bucket. It's almost like it's not, even though it technically is increasing your odds because they're so bad, it's almost like it's not increasing the odds. Merry Christmas, Eric. Merry Christmas, yeah. Thank you, Kiwi. Oh my gosh, this is tough. This is a tricky one, let me tell you that. Let me tell you all about how my life got turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the principal town called Bel Air. Now, DJ Jazzy Jeff, actually an awesome DJ. I know a lot of people just think of him as jazz, which he is. Definitely did a great job playing jazz. But he's actually like a legendary DJ. Oh, man. What's my New Year's resolution? I got to get healthier again. I gotta go back into the healthy zone, and I've been easing in. Been logging my food. I stopped getting the soda and the coffee, which is a big help. Grandfather won the daily draws in Michigan. Never a super life-changing amount, but was able to send us to Disney World. Okay, that counts. That's pretty cool, Vu. I'm sure that puts him on a short list of lottery winners. But that's cool. You actually know somebody that won. Okay, this is tough in the good way. Joy coming through with 1,000 stars. Joy to the world. Joy, you're unbelievable. Now you are the superstar leader. The star drop is for you. Merry Christmas, prime time. Merry Christmas, Lisa. This is a great level. I'm picking up what he's putting down here. Oh, buddy. Oh, this is the... What's up, Mozart? Best thing you won from a Wii was a Wii from a 7-Eleven? What was the contest that 7-Eleven was putting on that you won a Wii? That's pretty... Like, we're talking about Nintendo Wii, right? I don't know what else it would be, but... It just seems like such an unlikely pairing. 7-Eleven and the Nintendo Wii? Patty boy, how you like me now, chat? You saw that? Oh, that ain't gonna work. This is a fun level, Andrew. Merry Christmas, Adeline. Oh, I survived. I survived to tell the tale. There we go. Oh, buddy, how you like me now? You see that gap? Oh, get me in there. I'm on a roll. I can't be stopped. Nothing can stop me except for that muncher. You already had one. You sold it on eBay? You probably said that before I asked my question. You would get codes on Slurpees. Spin a wheel and it landed on the Wii. That's crazy. That's actually an awesome prize. He played $40 a day at one point. It was a lot that he played. I believe the winnings canceled out over time. Yeah, I think you're probably right, Vu. What's up, Michael? Don't have much free time. Doing a lot of baking for tomorrow. Okay, nice. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. How are you celebrating? There you go. I love that. Shout out to Michael. You've won tickets from radio a lot. Hold on. Lewis has got a system. Disneyland and San Diego Zoo are your favorites? That's so cool. We got some big winners in our midst. Well, you know, I'd count you as a lottery winner if you were lucky/wise enough to invest in Bitcoin like 15 years ago. That created that not quietly, but that's one way that some people got super rich that you would never know otherwise. What's up, Ewan? Merry Christmas. Collaboration with 7-Eleven and Nintendo, having the Wii's reward. You like that, Eric? Early 2000s, you won a satellite radio with subscription from a football game. Wow. You guys got some interesting prizes out there. I've talked about this once, or probably more than once before, but I got woken up out of a sound, peaceful slumber on a Saturday morning by my sister and my mom frantically asking me, Pat, you gotta call in the radio station. They're giving away tickets for It Takes Two, the Mary-Kate and Ashley movie. It was like before it officially came out, it was the theatrical premiere. Game Guru Mike, happy Christmas Eve. Big shout out to a great streamer. Game Guru Mike, doing what you like. And I was like, you guys just call. They're like, no, we don't want to actually be on the radio if we win. And I was like, all right, give me the phone. And sure enough, I won. It was like the second time, the first time called, got the busy tone. And then second one, I got the ring. And I was like, am I still asleep? Is this real? Is this real life? And sure enough, it was real life. That was 2006. Your stepdad wanted you to put $40 in Bitcoin. You should have, bro. You should have. I have this distinct memory of talking about Bitcoin at least 10 years ago. I think it was probably closer to 15 years ago. And it was with my buddy who was some kind of financial dude. and we were lamenting that we had missed the Bitcoin boat because it was at like $100. We were like, man, if only we could have known. But now the ultimate irony, look back on that. If I had even just got $40 worth when it was $100, it's if you don't know, it's at like 80,000 now. It's it's way more than $100. If you were to have bought $100 worth when I'm talking about it, it would have turned into more than the average full year's salary. So if you were in a position to, invest $1,000, now you're really getting somewhere. When you play the lotto, I usually win a please play again. Yeah, that's the typical experience, Megan. What's up, K. Barowski? You didn't understand, you still don't? Yeah, it's a wild, the blockchain, all that. Called in for a contest, got to do your Shaggy impression on the radio. Top tier improv, wow. It peaked at 126,000. Wow. Yeah, that Bitcoin's crazy. Bitcoin and Ethereum. Delirium. So, if anyone wants to give me some cryptocurrency for Christmas. No, I'm just kidding. But especially back then, if there was any way to... if I could turn back time. If there was only a way. Makes me think of Back to the Future when he gets the sports magazine with all the scores. He's like, you know what? I'll just place these bets. Biff, right? But imagine if you were one of these people that threw $100 at it when it was worth less than $1 each. They're out there. But you got to imagine the vast, probably 90% or more of the people who had $100 worth when it was worth less than $1. Hey, look at this. How you like me now? They're probably all sold by now. And then you have to live with that regret. I had what could have been $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, and I got a pizza with it instead. I've heard that story. Or the even worse one, a dude that had like $47 billion worth of it. Maybe not billion, but a crazy amount of it on a flash drive that was in a dump. He knew the dump it was in, and he had all these different efforts in place to try to extract it. But imagine that. Imagine you had a fortune like that stuck in a dump and like you know it. That's the kind of thing that would drive me so crazy. That would really do a number on my brain. Thanks, Kiwi and Lee. Merry Christmas, Kyle. Thanks, Midnight. Dave, Megan, Double Star, Mozart, Fernando. Sheba is less than a cent. What would you do with your change? Andy! Big shout out to my boy Andy. Great to see you. Merry Christmas, bro. He had lost the password, making it inaccessible. There you go. Come back later. Want to say hi? Okay, shout out to you, K. Barowski. Thanks, Jess. Yeah, that's ultimate mental torture. You just have more money than you're ever going to see in your whole life that you had access to, and one way or another you lost access to it. Either you sold it too soon, it's on a hard drive you can't get to. The ultimate coulda, shoulda, woulda situation. That hurts. That does hurt. Ground pound practice. You did okay with SHIB back in 2021. All right. Well, give us a range. Did you make somewhere between $100 and $1,000? Somewhere between $1,000 and $10,000? Or somewhere between $10,000 and $100,000? Tell me which one of those ranges. I feel like that's a fair... It's generalized enough. Maybe. Thanks, Eric. You know, I bet you there probably are a huge number of people that had... Oh, give you an exact. Turn $300 into $4,500. Oh my gosh, bro, that's... If you can more than 10x your money, that's pretty wild with any investment. 10x? Come on now. Come on now. Never mind 15. Never mind 15x your money, your investment. I had some Bitcoin that I basically sold at even. It's basically even to pay the dumb mortgage. But it wouldn't have been that much more now, but would have been more than what I sold it for. Ooh, that's really. Thanks, George. Bought a couple other meme coins. They didn't do good. He gave up. Fair enough. What's up, Nicole? Merry Christmas. That's not the way to do this. Okay, now I see. So old, you're not as interested in the holiday anymore. More excited about Stranger Things? Well, that works too. Coming up Christmas Day. Which seems borderline bizarre, doesn't it? It seems like such a strange time. Phone battery won't last longer. No! You gotta go save the battery. Glad you cut some of the street. Merry Christmas, double style. Definitely be praying for you and the whole family. Appendectomy. Not cool. Fun word to say, though. Right into the spike. Spike, Rugrats. Nice. Okay, we made it to the practice store. What? Okay, good thing we could. I'm very thankful for the practice store right about now. Okay, so we're here. Oh, it must be something like that. Okay, almost. I think. Oh gosh, I missed big time. No! I keep missing my cancel. I'm getting the ground pound, but not the cancel. If your goal is to do a ground pound cancel, the cancel part is just as important, if not more important than the ground pound. Oh, because, well, actually, that just disproved my point. No, I missed the cancel again. Because if you miss the ground pound, worst case scenario, you try hitting it again. I gotta stay left. I need to... I must need to stall more before I hit that second Koopa? Is that the answer? I can't, though. Hey, we did it. Oh, wait! Oh, no, that doesn't work. Oh, and there's the end? How in the world does this part work? All right, well, that's what the practice store is for. What's up, Tom? Your massive work? Okay, watch it from the start. All right, well, shout out to you, Tommy. Shout out to you, my good man. Ooh, that was good. That's more like it. I think that is right. Well, not exactly that. But if that's turning to that, I don't think I'm doing a wall jump off of that. I think that's just there to line myself up with. How dare you, bro? Worst feel in this game is missing an input because you did it too fast. Exactly. Have a wonderful Christmas, Lee. Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. Which isn't actually true. Summer is the best time of the year. Oh! It's like that. Okay, that's really cool. Now I get it. It's a great time of the year. I could sing that more honestly. There'll be snow and mistletoe. Oops. We'll count that as progress, Kiwi, for sure. Have a holly jolly Christmas. I'm on vacation, people. I lost my height. Lost my height, didn't do it right. Ooh, we still saved it. Okay. Like that. Yeah, buddy. Okay, understood. That's very cool. But then for the gauntlet and the infamous wall and for the wreck and run, Tom, you're the real one. Tom Lake, TOMMLAKE. Big shout out to you on TikTok, bro. Appreciate you popping in after years in the lurk mode, which I've said many times when I'm in streams, I'm typically a lurker myself, so I definitely relate to the lurkers out there. I encourage the lurk, but it is really cool to hear from you after the fact. Is that the best way to say it? It's the way I said it, so how about that? I'm going to trust. If you've been watching that long, Tom, you probably know how to pick up what I'm putting down. I got to hit that while it's low if I want that thwomp to go. There we go. Oh, how you like me now, chat? Uh-oh. No, it's gonna be gone! Oh. After your grandma passed away, Christmas isn't the same. That's fair, Vu. Even with my kids, it hits different now. I think that's totally fair. I definitely felt that way, that exact same thing the first year of Christmas without my mom, and I was like, oh my gosh. That was one of those, well, she died in November, and so that, literally the next month, and that was like the realization of like, oh man, so many different things in life are now going to be different without this person. So there is definitely that adjustment period. But the good news is they're not all bad after this. They're not all bad, but they are different. But the differentness up front feels like it kind of ruins it, but it doesn't actually ruin it. Once the grief subsides a bit, you get sort of that balancing act of still missing them, but also finding motivation to honor them in making the best of what you got with who you got. There we go. Now we're in there. Beautiful. Beautiful. What's up, up, Quentin? After playing these types of levels, is playing a normal Mario level ridiculously easy? I'd imagine so, Quentin, to be honest. I haven't gone back to one of the regular Mario games in a long time. But I was playing Odyssey for a bit, and that didn't feel easy. 64 still felt pretty. Mario 64 still felt kind of tricky. Sunshine still felt kind of. So I guess the levels that would feel ridiculously easy is like if I played through Super Mario Bros. Not a speed run, just like can I beat the game? That would probably feel really easy compared to this. So I think you're probably onto something there, Quentin. It's Quentin time. It's rough. Grandma passed just before Christmas, and Grandpa followed 3 days later. That's so rough, Vu. Thank you, Midnight, Alex, Anthony, Mozart, Dave, J-Man, and Nicole. Merry Christmas, Cameron. Very good to see you, bro. The Lost Bastille. Actually, you know what? At this point, I should probably switch to Popular Super Expert because it's going to be all the holiday levels. Yeah, I already did a couple of them. Merry Christmas Eve, DJ Apollo. Big shout out to you. Be the best place to unwind. There you go. I'm glad to have you, bro. You really have helped me out so much. Mozart, are you still here, bro? I'm gonna play Mozart if you're number one. Wow, I forgot about this. The 10 years of Mario Maker thing got released. No pain, no gain. Merry Christmas, Dots. Maybe I should play all these at once. Maybe that'll be what I do for Christmas tomorrow if I end up getting a stream. Okay, later, Midnight. Big shout out to Josh. Thanks again. Mozart is here. Okay, hold on. Well, we're at least going to do the preview Mozart right here. Mozart's one of the greats, people. You might be like, oh, this, especially if you're new, you might be like, oh, this guy's just talking him up because he's in his chat. No. I was actually a massive Mozart fan before Mozart was ever in my chat. Mozart is unbelievable. And you're about to see. There's 17 of these Mozart, and one of the people who got to contribute, Mozart. Not surprised at all. Okay. We got to put our thinking hat on here. First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. I need to land in the shell, but bounce off of... I need to land on the shell and bounce off of the ghost? Embrace the inner Steve from Blue's Clues. I've got to not do that. Is there something I could... Maybe I have to press jump. You can feel the empathy. Your only brother passed December 22nd! At 23, you get to hang out with your niece tomorrow. Hugs shall be had. There you go, Eric. That is a tough attitude to take, but that's the right one. Big shout out to you, bro. What's it called? Damage control. Oh, that's just taking damage, bro. I was overcomplicating it, as I oftentimes do. I told you, chat. I told you that's what I do. And then we can damage that. And then we can damage that. Wow, damage control. You see, are you picking up what Mozart's putting down here? We can take damage here. I get it. There's our second hit of damage. And then we're back around. Oh! Nope. I think I'm going back up and around. I got to do the loop. Look at this, bro. So I could just, if I land in that, I could just assume I'm going to keep running. Like this. Pop, see? And then there. Pop. And now we got to do a couple laps. Boom. Now another one. Pop. There we go. Boom. Wow, bro. You seen the damage control? Are you controlling this damage? We hit this. Uh-oh. I've made a big mistake. How cool is this, Dave? Okay. We've got this room down. We understand. We're picking up what Mozart's putting down here. There we go. That's locked in. Now, What I needed to do is get ready to hop on in as it's flying by. There's one. And there's a miss. Very cool, Mozart. Wow. Did you already have this in the drafts, so to speak, or did you cook this up specifically for... Because I got to imagine when you get an opportunity to make a level for the 10-year thing, you obviously want to put your best foot forward. It's kind of like if you're in a band and you get an opportunity to write a song for a soundtrack you know a lot of people are going to hear. Sometimes they'll use a song they've already got in the drafts, so to speak, that they already know is good. You know what? That's making me think of something. Very descriptive, Pat. I think I'm thinking of Scotty Doesn't Know from that movie Euro Trip. I think there's an interesting story behind that. Hey. Look at this, bro. Are you seeing this right now? Oh, no! You did have a rough version of this. There it is. Okay. Well, it was perfect. Merry Christmas, Jose. This was the perfect choice. Because this is the thing. I'm like a great person to test out even something that's minorly puzzly because I'm so bad with anything even minorly puzzly. So if I'm enjoying something that's at all puzzly this much, you did something right. You did it right. Here we go. Bam. Here. Yeah, buddy. This way. Worst possible time to jump. Kiwi agrees. Super cool stuff. What's up, Andrew? What a great choice you made. Uh-oh. Unlike that choice. The choice to hesitate was a foolish one. I paid a price. If you can land on that shell, you're really in business. Oh! Do-do, ba-da-do, boop-ba-doo. There we go. Landing on that shell is the move. There we go. Dave says it's awesome. It is. There's a reason it's number one, chat. There's a reason this thing is number one. If you want to try it out, level code is at the bottom of the screen. I highly recommend you do it. Just take that screenshot. Hey, come on now. And now we get to go this way. Oh, no! Okay. No! I needed to bounce up. Okay. Okay. Oh, good job. I was just thinking, wait, do I have to do that last section again? Because there wasn't a checkpoint. But no. He did it with this thing. I don't know exactly how it works, but, you know, before, I didn't get a checkpoint. But I was forced to go left. Now, because I cleared the left side, there's some mechanism that makes it so the right side opens up. So I get to start it from here. It's like this. Bop, bop, boom. Oh, no! Bottom right. Ba-dum. Big jump. There you go. Oh, I got denied. Okay. Now I understand that one way a little better. Sometimes a little hands-on experience goes a long way. Up and around, thank you very much. And then here, bow, bada boom. All right. You got to be, that thing gets moving. That thing gets moving, and it ain't going to wait for you. Got to get the right momentum off of that thwomp, or else you ain't making it. Consider that Exhibit A. There we go. That was a nice jump. I don't need to do all that. Good. Oh, that was beautiful. Except it wasn't, because I totally messed it up. All right. We're in there. Now that's a nice Christmas present. All these 17 levels too. This is amazing. Mozart, if you're still here, how does it work? Do you get do you get asked? Does someone request that you make a level for this, or how does that work? Because I got to imagine everyone would want to. Look at this, 10 years. Hook it up. Yeah, buddy. 10 years, and Mozart is one of the best in the business. GG. So satisfying. Damage control. Incredible. Take that screenshot, people. You invited. Anyone can submit. Okay, interesting. So open invitation to like qualify or get in, or yeah, to be included. You can try out, but you can also get tapped on the shoulder. Hey, we know you're the real deal. Shearwater, I'm sure, got tapped on the shoulder. Another awesome level creator. Okay, I'm gonna save the rest of these though. I won't necessarily play them all, because I remember one year early in, like my first or second year streaming, and I was like, I'm going to play and beat them all. And then there were like one or two. There was a troll level one, and I think a super tough puzzle one. Could be wrong. But the point is, I will plan on playing those maybe tomorrow. It just depends on how it all unfolds tomorrow. There we go, Vu. Thanks for making it, Mozart. Thanks for making Mario Maker 2 my favorite video game of all time, because it is directly the result of level creators exactly like you included. Have a great Christmas, Vu. Have yourself a lovely Vu Christmas. Hey. Hey. Uh-oh. I knew that wasn't going to fly. So many good levels. I'm excited, Mozart. Thanks, Spacer and yeah. Oh, I could have still made it. I actually could have just jumped off the note block. But I was so surprised that I didn't bounce off the Koopa that by the time I realized I had bounced off the note block, I was already off it. There we go. Big jump. Ayo. I missed one. Uh-oh. I didn't think that was going to end well. There we go. There we go. Uh-oh. Yep. Hey, Merry Christmas. Keep on lurking, Tom. Keep on lurking in the free world. And thanks again for popping out. Whoops. That's what we need. It's a long way down. Even if it's on the replay back in the UK. There you go. Shout out to the UK. Whoa! I was way too early. Could feel it. I feel it. Way too early. There we go. The trick is to make that jump later than you think you should. Uh-oh. Same problem. Merry Christmas, Savage Chewbacca. From one mass native to another over here in Massachusetts. Hey. Uh-oh. Unreal. Ed Bassmaster. Oh! Hey. Okay. No, same problem? Yeah. I've got to remember the 5th of November. No, or the 4th of November? What is that in V for Vendetta? Remember. The 5th of November? When I get to the bullet bill, I have to be consciously putting effort into the momentum. This one. I still didn't get it. I really need to be thinking of it the one before. Because I keep doing a controlled jump there. Leading into that jump. And it's a big advantage to be further left. But by doing a controlled jump, I'm guaranteeing... Right here. There we go. See? I always over-aim for the middle. Because the hitbox can be... a bit... There we go. Hitbox can be a bit weird on those bullet bills. Unreal, that's it, Cameron. You know Ed Bassmaster. He's hilarious. Not family friendly, but he is hilarious. I bet you've seen, even if you've never heard his name, I bet you've seen his most viral video, or at least one of his most viral with the look at it. Just look at it. Would you look at that? Would you just look at it? Does that sound familiar? He's at a... Well, I'm not going to talk through the video, but Ed Bassmaster, look at that. Let's see. What's that video actually called? Would you just look at it? I haven't seen that in a while, so I don't know how not family friendly it is, but I know it's not. I'm typing in. Look at that, Ed Bassmaster. Look at that car. Look at this car. It's 15 years ago, 44 million views. Look at this car. Would you just look at it? Thanks, Fernando. That probably doesn't sound funny at all out of context. Thank you, Mozart, Dave, Fernando, and Susie. What's up? What's up? I know who that is, that name. But I can't remember who, but could message on Facebook. Want to wish you Merry Christmas. Okay, Merry Christmas, bro. I don't know why. It's not on my end. It's Brandon. There you go. See, because we've been through this before, and I know the Boo Boo Chicken. And then part of the connection was I thought there was a B, Boo Boo, to Brandon, and there it is. Shout out to you, Brandon. We're going to do one more here from Ruffy. Remind you drinking out of cups. That was another viral one, but that was even earlier. And that had all types of incorrect lore around it, which is not the most family-friendly, but if you look it up now, you'll see. It was actually always a skit by a comedian. But there are a couple different explanations for the erratic nature of the dialogue. I'll say it that way. Look at the indication with the coins, bro. Uh-oh. It's on your end. Okay. Appreciate you, Brandon. What's going on? Devotion. It's a nice name. Been looking on Facebook for a few years. All right. Christmas Eve is bringing you all out of the woodwork, and it's so nice to hear from you. Huge shout out to you, Devotion. It was definitely funny, Vu. I watched that one quite a few times back in the day with the gecko. What's going on, Jason? Hello, hello. I think I'm already cooked here. That one's definitely not family friendly. And if you're like, why does this dude keep saying things are or aren't family friendly? Just because my content is super family friendly. So whenever I suggest something to talk about something, I try to keep in mind I should give some kind of disclaimer of whether or not what I'm talking about is family friendly. Because if I was a longtime viewer of myself, sounds weird, I don't think it would be a stretch to assume that if I was going to suggest something on my stream, that it would, you could assume it was family friendly. That's the logic there. That is the logic. Hey. Oh! Merry Christmas, Suze. We've got the new year coming. 2026, the best year yet. The best year of any of our lives. All the best things are about to happen to all of us. All at once. How do you like that? Now, do I actually think that? No. Do I think that's possible? No. But do I think there is an advantage? Oh, I did this wrong. This is very cool. Do I think there's an advantage? Since we can't know if it's going to be a great year, a terrible year, or somewhere in between, it's in our best interest to believe it's going to be great. Similar, here's what I draw the parallel to. Uh-oh. Similar to if you're in a car, like you're on the highway, you're driving, and someone cuts you off, and they're out of there, okay? Everybody's okay. They cut you off. It happened. Now, in that moment, you can get real bent out of shape about it. You can get very upset. And you'd have good reason to be upset. But, here we go. Do I need the snowball? But it's in your best interest. Ooh. It's in your best interest in that moment to assume maybe there was, oh gosh, maybe there was somebody pregnant in the car. Maybe someone was like bleeding and they were going to the hospital. If you assume one of those things, it's in your best interest. It's going to make it a lot easier, hey, to process it emotionally, if that's the context you're giving yourself. So even though you don't actually, it's not that you actually are like believing that's definitely what it is, but it's possible. Those things are possible. And if someone's going to cut you off in traffic, if you say, well, it is at least possible that someone's bleeding in the backseat, someone's having a baby, something very urgent, it doesn't feel as bad. And it doesn't excuse it, but it doesn't feel as bad than if you're in that. How could they do that? You never, like, you've heard me kind of rant and say things like, oh, some people just think they're more important than everybody else and nobody else matters. But that really isn't. Very rarely is that an accurate representation of what's going on the other end. That might be how it genuinely appears from the outside, that there's just no regard for the people around them. But oftentimes there is more context that, again, it's not that that excuses it, but it certainly is a very different starting point or motivation than just straight up thinking they don't care, can't be bothered. So similarly, I'm going to believe this is going to be the best year for all of us. Even though I don't think that's necessarily the most likely reality, it's possible. And since I am more geared to believe it's going to be a bad year, I'll be looking for it to be a bad year. So that's the idea there. What's going on, Jason? Mario movie coming April 26th? Nice. Merry Christmas, X-Files. If you speak into the universe, you'll attract it. I've heard that. I'd be curious to know what force was behind that. That's where my skepticism comes in, that it seems like one of those things that potentially could be a self-fulfilling prophecy. Here, you know what? Let's do one more while I can rant about this. Where it's kind of like this. I'd relate it to people who are really successful. People who make it really big, like they become a movie star or they make it to as a professional athlete. Those people are often the quickest to say, well, if you work hard and give it your all, you can succeed. Because that was their experience. That really happened for them. But it doesn't mean that's available to everyone. Like, you could work every minute of every day at being a great basketball player. And that in no way guarantees you are going to be able to compete on even a college level. It's possible that you will, but there is no... You could literally spend as much time as you had humanly available and still not measure up. That's the reality. Now, like, you have your height working against you, but then you say, well, Pat, what about Muggsy Bogues? Yeah. It's not that there aren't exceptions, but generally speaking, it's not as simple as if you really work hard and you put your mind to it, you can always succeed. No, that is just not always true. And so that's what makes me think similarly with when I've heard different thoughts about the idea if you, like, speak something you can... But, well, ironically, I was just kind of making the logical case to how that could work, in that you kind of are looking for it. If I'm saying it's going to be a great year next year, and I'm looking for things to make it a great year, that does kind of line up with that, versus if I'm worried about it being a horrible year. You play the love, you play things. There you go, Jason. Good luck with it. There's an article that says playing classic Mario may reduce burnout risk in young adults. Nice. All right. Big shout out to Dave. Appreciate you, bro. We can all have a rich and happy life in the new year. We can make it happen. There you go, Suze. Savage Chewbacca. I'm talking in circles here. We are a speck floating through a network of choice tunnels. Yeah, I like that. I actually like that visual, Savage. Been reading a lot of Alan Watts. I'm not. That name sounds very familiar, but I can't place it. I can't quite place it. Ooh, Kaichi, I love you. But there is that weird thing of if you're on the other side of success, like, or if you're a really successful YouTuber. I was just hearing Rhett and Link talk about this, actually. They would say that someone was asking them about career advice, and they were like, well, we're not necessarily the best to give it because we got incredibly lucky. We did work really hard, and we found all the opportunities we could find. But it was Rhett saying a lot of his peers around him are also doing everything they can to succeed and not being nearly as successful as them. He didn't say it quite like that. But that was the point, is that just hard work is not a guarantee that you get whatever you want. Part of the hard work might be shifting gears, changing lanes when the time is appropriate. You might have to recognize, you know what? This isn't the opportunity to spend all of my time and energy on. Because there are some things that just, it's not going to happen. But that sounds really pessimistic, and I don't mean it that way. It's more of, you have a lot to gain by investing your time where you got a shot. And now it's really funny that I'm saying this as a washed-up Mario streamer. If I took my own advice, I'd probably have to quit Super Pat World. But not really, because this has become a lot more than just... I really look forward to streaming nowadays. But part of the reason is because I'm playing exactly what I want to play. Wow. The brain is really going on a tangent here. Sorry, chat. It's Christmas Eve. It's a Wonderful Life. Oh my gosh! Not washed up. Thank you, Kiwi. No, I'm not washed up. Just peaks and valleys. And numbers-wise, I'm in a valley. Enjoyment-wise, I'm not, though. I've enjoyed the stream just as much, if not more so than ever in the past couple months, I'd say. So I'm very thankful for that. Speaking negatively, yeah, it's not wise to speak negatively about yourself like that. But I guess in my mind, I'm not thinking of it as saying anything particularly negative about myself versus a reality. Like, there is a very real difference between having 200 viewers and 40 viewers. Like, right now, I've got 6 streams going. I got, like, 40 viewers, which I'm very thankful for each one of you. And I'm so glad to spend a little Christmas Eve with you. It's not meant to belittle you. It's meant to try to point out that there is a very real distinction there. Calling yourself washed up is negative, yes. I guess that's the reality, is the way in which it's being said. The words washed up have a strong negative implication. That's the reality. So that's where there should be a shift. I'm allowed to say the numbers have dipped quite a bit. That's a much more neutral way to present the same information. So, yeah, you're right. You're right. I was so stuck on the meaning behind it, I was failing to recognize my delivery vehicle for the message. I think it's more to change your mind to a positive mindset. When you speak positive things, you look forward to positive things. It may not be exactly what you spoke, but you notice the things different. Yeah, exactly, Vu. I agree with that for sure. I actually do very much agree with that. But I also think that there is also a bit of... Some people take it to the degree of, like, there's almost like some magic to it. Like, it's sort of like a magic trick. You just say it and believe it, and it's going to happen. Oops, that wasn't smart. Whereas that, I would say I don't understand what the force behind that would be. On a logical level. That was like what was that book that, before viral videos, there was the viral book of The Secret. I think that was like the basis was like, the secret was if you just, and that goes back to like celebrities. I've definitely heard celebrities talk about that idea, being able to like just manifest something, believe it enough that you can manifest it. It's like if you are someone that's fortunate enough to find success, and you happen to have manifested, you happen to have ahead of time done that thing, it's fair that you would be convinced that it worked, because it did work for you. But it's just a tricky thing of what do you attribute the success to? The fact that you said this thing, or the fact that all these series of events happened that brought you into success? Like it's that. What the saying? You know what saying I really like that I think sums it up is, success is when opportunity meets skill or luck. How does that go? Hold on, because it's good, but I can't quite get there. What I'm gonna ask? What's the saying with when opportunity meets skill or luck or something? I bet it'll spit it out. The saying you're thinking of is, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. There it is. That's the one. That's what I'm trying to say. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. That opportunity is not a lengthy visitor. That's a good one, too. Okay, we got one from Not That Brian. I say success is the peak atop a mountain of failures. Hey, that's a good one, too. I like that. That's important to acknowledge, especially when you're in failure mode. I think you saw an Indian seer earlier. A lot of what you said has been fairly accurate. Very interesting. Thanks, Fernando and Susie. I don't know too much about that, so I can't say much there. Honestly, I can't say much about too much of anything because I am very limited in what I know and what I understand, and I am not afraid to make that. Luuka! Okay, one more. I love Luuka. One more. There's a lot of mysteries in this life, chat. There are a lot of mysteries. There are many things we'll never understand. It's from the musical Into the Woods. What's up, game and band director? Merry Christmas to you. Here we go. That was cool. Oh, we're in there! Wow, that was close. All right. What in the world am I doing with this guy? Oh, I just got to get by him. Okay. Hey. Got it. And I did the wrong thing. Study different religions, force it to be. Okay, there you go, Vu. Oh, I stand here and that sets him up. Hey! What in the world? This is very cool. This is Lawuka. The one and only Lawuka. I'm not sure the right way to do it. Oh! You can just run out. It's just a runoff. Take that screenshot, Kiwi. That's the deal. You can run off. That's not the right way to do it. I feel the earth, ooh, under my feet. I feel the sky tumbling down. So I should take out the small dry bones up there. Run off here. Take this dude out. Wait till he goes in and then back. There we go. Oh! No way, bro! Are you kidding me with that? Hey, not cool. What? And that's such a cool mechanic. How do you even come up with that? Lawuka, you are out of your mind, bro, in the best way. How do you even come up with this? There we go. Aha. I cannot believe I survived that. I did not deserve to, but I did. Thank you for the grace. Thank you for the grace to leave this place in one piece. Oh. Okay. I see. All right. Glad we got this last one in, because this one is so cool. I wonder if Lawuka made a level for the 10-year celebration. I gotta go faster. You know what? The higher up that dude is, the better off I'll be. As far as going fast is concerned. And we're very concerned. It's telling me. I think the arrow is there for the last time through. Merry Christmas, Liz. Oh, I bet I used the boost pad for the... Yes. Hold on. It's all coming together. I love it when a plan comes together. Close. Lewuka has a lot. Yes, one of the 17 is from Lewuka. Dude, Lewuka is unbelievable. Super Lewuka Worlds super blew my mind. No! How cool is that? What game am I playing? This is Mario Maker 2 for the Nintendo Switch. And I'm actually playing it on the Switch too. That's so cool. Oh! I don't think I want to twirl. I think the twirl has got to go. That twirl is uncalled for. Oh, we actually made it without the wall jump that time. Yeah, buddy, see? Twirl free. I'm the place to be. What do you want me to do here? Just land on you? Oh. Close. This is a very, very, very cool level. How cool is that? Little waiting game. Bam. Oh, I rushed it. I rushed it. We got there. Merry Christmas, Doug. Pork chop was innocent. He's trying to save her from the thin ice. There we go. No twirl. That's what we want right there. That's what we're looking for right there. What's the timing here? Hey! That was unbelievably good. Lewuka, you are a legend. Lewuka, you are a Christmas gift to the world of Mario. Wow. See, I can leave the wow comment very honestly because it literally made me say wow. Thanks, Fernando. Thanks, Jess and Kiwi. All right. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your Christmas Eve. Thanks for spending a bit of it with me. Hope to catch up with you tomorrow. If not tomorrow, these next couple days will be up in the air. I'd say by Tuesday, we'll be back to very regular, maybe even a little longer. Hour and a half to 2 hour. Because that's my favorite. It's my sweet spot. Merry Christmas, Kiwi. Thanks for being in chat. Hope to catch up with you soon. Thank you so much to anyone who hit with any stashes, follows, likes, gifted subs, all the above. Josh came through on Venmo. Appreciate you. Bits. Anyone who in 2025, if you supported me in any way, shape, or form, I want to take this moment to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Really appreciate it. And thank you. And if you are someone that struggles with depression or anxiety, you are not alone in that struggle, my friend. That's something I struggle with. And there are a lot of us struggling, so if you're one of them, make sure you get someone in your life you can talk to about it, a friend, family member, loved one, or therapist, and try to get some movement in your life. Take a walk outside, get your headphones in, your favorite music playing. It can make a big difference in your day, your physical health, and your mental health. So I encourage you with that. Hold on to hope. Believe better days are coming because you never know. Tomorrow could be the best day of your life, but you got to get there to find out. So hang in there. I'm rooting for you. If you're struggling right now, know that being in the struggle means you're still in the fight. And I'm proud of you for making it this far. Don't give up. I know life can get very overwhelming and hit you with some wild lefts and rights, ups and downs, twists and turns, traumas and tragedies, and have you feeling like, oh my gosh, Everything is completely ruined. Nothing is ever going to be the same without this person, place, or thing in my life. What is the point when things are just getting worse, not better? But the truth is, while that feeling is valid, it's going to lead you to some wildly inaccurate conclusions because there's some great stuff coming your way, chat. There's some real life, great life events that are coming down your timeline. When you're really depressed, really anxious, you can't see them. They're invisible. All you can see is all the potential horrible things and all the things you don't have and all the things that won't be the same because you're going through this breakup or you lost a family member. Or, look, we were talking about going through your first Christmas without having a family member or a girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever it is that you lost. Sometimes these holidays can bring out that sort of sadness of, man, I wish what I had with this person in my life however long ago. And that can really bring you down, and especially if you're already struggling with your mental health in one way or another, that can often really take you to a dark place because it gets you in the zone of looking at things through the lens that it's never... There is logical truth to the fact that, especially like someone dies, you are not going to be able to have that holiday with them again. That's logically true. And so at least for like a brain like mine, that can really accelerate the pain train because I can't, there's no undo. But the thing that fails to consider is that there is more to life than just that single connection. Even if it was like your mom, your dad, a very important connection. As you go through life and make different connections, especially things like holidays, are going to feel different, and you're going to have whole new memories you could never have predicted with different people and with family members you already have, and maybe connect with them in different ways. So the point is, while it is logically true you might not be able to have Christmas with that person anymore, it is not, the correct conclusion is not that it's never going to be as good as that. That's the part that's a lie. There's still some really great memories for you to make. And when you're really down, really depressed, especially around the holiday time, it can just be like, you know what, I'm checking out. No one cares anyway. This is a big disaster. And this is the time when the most you got to reach out to somebody and just let them know, hey, I'm struggling right now. I don't know exactly what that means necessarily, or I don't know what to do about it, but I do want to reach out and ask for support. And if this is a close friend or a family member, they're often going to be quick to, hey, well, come over. Hey, let's grab coffee. Hey, let's get on the phone, or let's whatever. Let's connect. And I'm telling you, just when you start making that step to get out of your own head and just start speaking your thoughts out loud, sometimes even just hearing your own depressed thoughts spoken out loud can be enough to make you go, well, wait a minute. Now that I actually say it, it doesn't totally line up the way it felt like it did in my head. And this is why it's so powerful when you're struggling with your mental health to not just go full inward. Because if you only rely on your own brain, you're dealing with a compromised database. You know what I mean? You're seeing the world through that filter of the depression or the anxiety, so it's not accurate. It's not accurate. So, sorry for the rant, but I hope if anybody is struggling out there, that those words, you can take them from someone who struggles and has struggled, and that I'm not just patronizing you and being like, oh, it's not that bad. Don't worry, it could always be worse. Just smile through it and it'll be great. No, that's not what I'm saying. It can be really difficult and really hard for anybody outside of your own brain to understand. So I want to acknowledge that too. I want to say I really am rooting for you. If you need a little family-friendly escape, I got you covered with thousands of hours of gaming content scattered across the internet. So make sure you're following Super Pat World and feeling. I hope you're feeling the stream, people. It's been 5 years now. Over 5 years. And it is so... One of my favorite parts of the stream is just how many of you that I got to interact with today, I've interacted with not just a couple times before, but over 100 times before. For so many of the people that I talked to today. The Kiwis, the Yayas, the Fernandos. There's been so much water under the bridge in a good way. There's been so many interactions. Even if it's just like, hey, what's going on? There is definitely a very real and powerful bond that exists in my mind of like, wow, it is cool that I have this connection with these people. And I appreciate you. And it's something that don't often talk about that much. But I'm talking about it right now. Guess I'm in that holiday reflective zone. in any case, just know I appreciate you, and I'm really glad to have you in my life in Super Pat World. So I hope you are feeling it, as well as following on every platform you can find me. And I do hope to catch up with you soon. Finally get some time off here, chat. Hope you get to show some love to the family out there, the family and friends. And last chance to watch those Christmas movies. Home Alone, Santa Claus, Die Hard. Get it going. All right. Merry Christmas, chat. Happy holidays. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.